Hey, I hope you're having a great day in Jesus. We're going to be looking at a class I teach at Indiana Bible College called Christian Evidence. A lot of archaeology, some other stuff. So I'm just going to use some of the notes I use for that class. And so this will probably be a multi-part series. I want to say thanks for being with us. Do check out our other videos on a whole host of various subjects and our shorts as well. Also, check out Biblical Archaeology Today with Steve Waldron on Spotify and others. Link in the description box. Let's get started. So, this is Christian Evidence class, and we need evidence for Scripture. Paul talked about evidence and many infallible proofs and on and so forth. Luke did as well, Acts chapter 1. So, three great arguments for Christianity. A lot of these come from like Thomas Aquinas and that type of thing. Teleological, which is the argument from purpose. The cosmological, the argument from design. Now I'm going to tell you, over the years I've studied these arguments, the teleological and the cosmological overlap sometimes. So that's just me. And then ontological, this is the basis for reality, existence, or reality. And so, can you know God without the Bible? Romans 1 seems to say that you can. Also, Acts 17, when Paul's on Mars Hill, he really takes them back to creation. And this is one reason I think Satan has so many different theories that come from the minds of men and doctrines of devils on origins other than the Bible. I don't think it's evidence-based, these other theories. I think it's just because the commonality of creator that Paul used in Acts 17, that's lost and obfuscated when you begin to say that. But I think everybody, Romans 1, Acts 17, knows that there is a creator intrinsically. Okay, so teleological argument. There's obviously a purpose for the world to exist. So, it's created for God's glory, Revelation 4:11, for God's glory, everything is and exists. And so why is there something rather than nothing? This very famous philosophical question. Why is there something rather than nothing? And so where did the something come from? As Aristotle would talk about, there has to be a first cause, a unmoved mover, so to speak. And so things have a purpose. Things are not just random. I remember watching Cosmos as a young man and Carl Sagan, and he would talk about the pale blue dot and the purposelessness of life. And so really you get back into Ecclesiastes, eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die. But no, you're created with a purpose in mind. God created you extraordinarily complex. I invite you sometime to look at a biological understanding of you. All the various layers of your skin, your largest organ, all of the various blood, sweat, pores, all of these things that get into who you are, muscles, ligaments, on and so forth. You're truly fearfully and wonderfully made. And obviously things this extraordinarily complex, also coupled with consciousness, the fact that we can think and that the thinking has purpose, that you're created for a purpose. And in the womb, God created you, knew you. Psalm 139, in his book, all your members were created. To say things are random or purposelessness is really a self-refuting argument, because if you're just a random conglomeration of atoms with no purpose, and your thoughts and your consciousness have no purpose, even that thought saying you have no purpose has no purpose. And so it's kind of one of these self-refuting arguments. So God willing, we'll continue on in future episodes on this. I've got a few irons in the fire, like every English translation of the Bible, examining that, and Reformation text Bibles, especially from Protestant countries. But God willing, and journey through Genesis and Proverbs and Matthew. We did complete Romans and a whole plethora of other things. So we love you. We just want to get God's truth into the world. Share with your friends. Hit the bell notification when you subscribe. We'll talk with you later. God bless you. Bye-bye.